And so, as previously seen in the interview with Tim Mason, a TV broadcaster, or maybe even a radio broadcaster, is my specific chosen career choice for the future. Now, the handy thing is, with Tim, is that obviously, as you may have seen on a previous blog, I have had experience with Sky. I have had that experience of being a freelancer, sort of working my way through and learning the little tidbits about the management of the player operations centre and broadcasting. So it's obviously given me a foot in the door to this career. This isn't some kind of out of nowhere brand new thing. This is something I've had some experience with in general, which does help in the long run, of course. As I'm obviously familiar with it, I can as easily jump back into it, if not learn a bit more. Because that's the key thing here. When you go for a career, you don't just want to see one thing and then take it. You kind of want to you want to get in the door, and then you want to kind of explore a bit more. You want to take opportunities, see what there is to be done, meet who you need to meet. Because, trust me, there's so many people out there, even in the one place in your career where you could maybe even get another bigger sort of career jump, essentially. You can meet people that can take you places. You can choose to take yourself places. Of course, if you learn the skills and you obviously take this time to understand what it's like. So with the skills I've learned, with Tim being a good inspiration, if not my kind of mentor, is the broadcasting is definitely not the easiest thing in the world, don't get me wrong. But you can learn skills such as sort of presenting shows or managing lots of different things, different networks at the same time, for example, and just sort of making sure it's all quality controlled and sent out to the nation. It's something which requires time. That's the key thing here. It's a technical skill which you learn through time, and in general, that's something I think would work brilliantly and still would work for me going forward for my chosen career. Now, of course, there are things I can improve on, and specifically the skills. The skills are something that you don't just learn and then you're done. No, you build upon them, you remember them, you remind yourself about them, and in general, you just keep a little rhythm going so you just don't forget. Obviously, you can learn new things, maybe you can seek out new opportunities, but that is up to you, or up to me in this case, to do. But essentially, I want to learn more skills. I want to become more than just the generic broadcast. I want to, expand into different areas, maybe doing more live content, maybe doing some very public and presentable sort of special occasion sort of broadcasting, King's Speech, for example. So my future plan is, to go and work for a broadcasting company. Maybe I will join back with Sky again. Maybe it's two boats meeting in the night. That was meant to be. Maybe I don't though. Maybe I go to the BBC, ITV. Maybe I stick with BBC Radio Solent. Something a bit more local, so to speak. Because that's the thing. If you put your mind to it and you go and look, there's always opportunities waiting for you. You just got to know what's the best thing that you want. You got to know what's going to make you happy first and foremost. Because there's a balance between having a good career that's brings you good income, it brings you good aspirations, but equally there's something that you got to enjoy about it. And so if you don't enjoy it, then what's the point? You're just working yourself to death there, basically. It's not what you'd want. But in conclusion, I definitely say, with my hand on heart, I would want to go and do some TV broadcasting for a wide variety of different media platforms. No matter what they are, it would still be a good way to get myself out into the world, no matter what kind of conduct it is. If I'm broadcasting, presenting, just pushing buttons behind the scenes, it all builds up to a bigger picture, and in conclusion, builds up to my chosen career choice as a TV broadcaster.